Hello, and welcome back to Loud and Pretty Average Gaming. This is an update to video number 2, Races, to include all the new Ghost Fragments for each of them, since the Taken King's release. We'll be starting with Human Ghost Fragment number 5, Hope. Hope. Hope and standing with strangers. That's what I remember. Hope churning beneath my skin, assuring me there was a place besides this place. A realm that would nurture us, not kill us. The earth was in ruin, chaos and madness and death. We were standing on the earth, where I am now. But why am I still here? It was my turn to leave, I remember. I was waiting with others like me, and the ships would soon take us away. But to where? Where was this hope? I must have known. There had to be a name, coordinates, except all of that is forgotten. Other than my absolute conviction in salvation, nothing remains. The Traveller? I remember that now. Which was... what? I don't know. Something has stolen my words, the imagery. But I still remember what I promised us. The universe. Yes. Creation held in our hands. But I was here for a reason. And what would I surrender? Just for the faint chance to remember what that good reason was. Next, we have the Awoken Ghost Fragment number 3, Fear. Fear, that's the only vivid memory left in me. It's the moment when my fear was so thick and urgent that I gave up breathing. I stopped pretending to think. How I remained on my feet was a mystery. Because a terror was bearing down on me, like a mountain about to crush my soul. But I have to ask, what was terrifying me? Darkness ruled the sky. The world around us had shattered. And it seemed vanishingly unlikely that we would outlive this one awful day. Yet the fear didn't come from the surrounding mayhem and despair. The source was inside my skin. I was utterly terrified of my own awful nature. And which part scared me? Inside me was an essence woven from beyond. Was I awoken before this? She was still in my head. I could hear her song growing fainter. Gone. Not yet. A new crippling terror was taking over. I was focused entirely on my fear, but I had to make an effort. And it occurred to me that nothing in the universe was more dangerous than human hubris. I still had this other within, but the human side was what mattered, weak and foolhardy, sure to fail in the next moment. That's why I was afraid. Then someone spoke. Maybe it was me, I don't remember. I was trying to focus, and a new thought took me. My soul lay between these two entities, and that's how I am still. The boundary, the seam, the friction. And that's when the fear began to fade. Exo Ghost Fragment number 3, Shame. Shame. Did I ever suffer exhaustion? Someone asked me that question, or maybe I asked it of myself. Then it looked at me. This moment was real. I told it what every Exo knows. What can't touch you has no strength over you, and there's no place for fatigue to latch onto me. But shame is a different affliction. I am a soldier. I was forged by other hands and forced into the role of warrior. According to my scars, I fought and fought. Besides bits and flashes, every battle has been forgotten. But I have this clear, awful sense that others died. In my unit, every soldier was killed except for me. Yet despite 1,000 chances to be shredded and scrapped, here I stood, no weapon in my hands, making fists out of habit, but with nothing to hit. I fought to save the earth. That was my sense of things, but our world was collapsing around us, and every soul was doomed. Even cockroaches and microbes would die. And being an expert in the art of losing battles, I saw no ending to this battle, but another loss. And I was ashamed. The shame took hold of me. It shook me. Shame stole my mass and my resolve. Suddenly, I felt like a feather, like a breath, like any small nothing, ready to be lost in the first breeze. But in the midst of this despair, a fresh thought took hold. I was cursed. And do you know what a curse is? It is stubborn. A curse delivered by the gods will hold you when everything else has given up on you. and it is obvious that survival was my eternal curse. 1,000 battles, and how many were won? Judging by the evidence, none. And that's why the shame was chewing at my ceramic guts. But despite the horrific losses I had endured, closing my eyes, I forced my fists open. This isn't over, I said, to this enemy, to myself, to the wind threatening to carry me away. This war isn't done with me. Thank you for joining me through this video about the new race Ghost Fragments that were released with the Taken King. I'll see you next time.